2 of the camp tutorial. Okay, we were looking at the tent when we left off, so that looks good. And let's look at what this is. That looks good. That's going to be like the gray part. So I'm going to change it to a phthalo black and just make it really opacent for right now. And I can see that this shape here needs to be pulled over a little bit. We don't want there to be a white space in between that and the pole thing here. We also need to make the circle again. So I'm going to do this sort of shape. Bring it in. Does not have to be exact, as we know. I'm just trying to match it up so that the perspective is similar. So now you can see this needs to come down a little bit. Okay, now we're going to have this stripe here, this gray stripe, and this gray stripe here. So I'm going to do the first one just by using the rectangle tool. Double clicking on the anchor point, bringing it up, and bringing this up. Okay, now before I do that, I don't want this to be opacent when I do Pathfinder. So I'm going to make that 100% now. Now I can see that this needs to come down a little bit. All right, and then I'm going to grab that black shape and the stripe here and press the intersect, which is the third button here on your Pathfinder. Command C, Command Z, Command Z again. Get rid of that. Edit, paste in place. Now I have this stripe here that fits in perfect. And if I wanted to do the blue here, I could do that, but I think that now I can start making it a little less opacent so I don't get confused. I'm going to change that to blue. Okay, now I can see, so that's pretty good. Now I need the blue stripe here. So again, I'm going to use the rectangle tool, match it up, double click on the anchor points to adjust it the way that I am. And then I'm going to grab this shape here. I think, let me look at it. Yeah, I'm going to grab the tent door, the shape here. It's opacent right now, so I'm going to grab it and I'm going to make it 100%. I'm going to grab the blue stripe as well. And then I'm going to go to Pathfinder and press that intersect button again. So that looks good. Then I'm going to make it opacent again just to see what's going on here, how it's supposed to look. And it's quite easy to make adjustments now. And this thing, I want to be on top. So I'm going to go to Arrange, Bring to Front. Okay, good. So we got that. And again, I'm playing with the opacity a lot as I go, depending on what I'm doing. So this, I'm going to make smaller. Sometimes I might turn off the picture, and that will help me see where I'm at too. Okay, so I can see that. I still need my door. So then I'm going to go to my pen tool. If I want, I can grab all this and press Command 2. That's what I would suggest doing at this point, so you don't mess up anything else. Then I'm using my anchor tool to make the door. Another way you could do it is go to your ellipse tool. I'm going to change this to like red so I can see what I'm doing, and then I'm going to make the transparency like 50 something. And again, I'm just going to double click on an anchor point, double click here to help me adjust this shape. And really I feel like starting off, especially shapes, can really be good for beginners. It really speeds up the process. Okay, so that looks good. And then I'm going to Command 2. I'm going to get out my rectangle and I'm going to finish up by making that line there. So I'm going to bring it down a little bit and I'm going to rotate it a little bit. To rotate, I'm just grabbing the shape with the black. First I make sure my selection tool is on, which is a black arrow. Then I click on it once and I wait for these like rounded arrows to come up, and then I hold down on my mouse and just move it how I want it. So that looks pretty good. And then I'm gonna make it white. Okay, now I'm gonna turn off my picture again, see where I'm at. So this looks pretty good. I'm gonna make this gray and I'm gonna turn up the opacity. Okay. Command 2, and I'm gonna arrange this to bring to front. Okay. Now I can see like this part needs to come up too. So I press Control and click on my mouse, and then I go to Arrange, Bring to Front. Okay. Now I can see this is not perfect either. Okay, that looks pretty good. And then right here, I'm gonna go to Object, Unlock All. And I'm going to do the intersect. I'm gonna press that, Command C, Command Z to go back. And then I'm gonna press Edit, Paste in Place. And then this, I'm gonna press Control, Arrange, Bring to Front. Now what I might do at this point is take that photo and make a copy of it over here. That way I can turn off the, you might have to make a new layer if you do that. I'm gonna make a new layer and call it Photo Reference 2. And Command V to paste. I'm gonna turn off the first photo reference so I can see my illustration better. But I'm gonna keep this here like as a reference as I'm finishing up the drawing. Okay, so I can see that looks pretty good. I can see now that these two blues should be the same. I think the other one was still stuck on the opacity, so I'm gonna change that. Now I can look at the drawing and realize that this should go up to here like that. And then another blue line at the bottom of the door here. And then I'm going to rotate it like I showed you how to do earlier and bring it up. Command plus if you need to zoom in. I can see here that a little bit of the gray was left that shouldn't have been. So what I'm gonna do is just kind of move that over here with this and see if it'll let me connect it. Yep. And then I just have to arrange, send it back. And then again, arrange, or do we want that there? Yeah, that looks good there. Okay. And then we're missing the blue shape. Let me see if my blue shape disappeared. Okay. The blue shape disappeared. Maybe this is it right here, I think. Either way, that's an easy fix. Bring to front, make it blue, arrange it how you want it. Grab them both and do the intersect again. Delete, paste in place. And then again, a lot of this is just repetition. And then you're gonna bring these pulls up here, arrange, bring to front. Okay, that looks pretty good. And then here with to finish up the campfire, I would simply make a rectangle. See these little anchor points here? Double click to make those a little bit round. Each one can be a little bit different. They are logs, so they don't need to be a perfectly symmetrical shape. And now I can see that probably needs to be a little bit more round, so I might adjust it with my pencil. And I also forgot to make another layer. So I'm going to name this one Sticks, Command V. and I'm gonna probably turn it to brown. And then I can Command C, Command V, make another one. And maybe I'll make that a different shade of brown. And I'm gonna continue on that way. Okay, so this is the end of part 2. Thanks for watching.